Alright, welcome back everyone. We are here in the Black Shroud, North Shroud. We went back to Ethical because we did not do any of their quests here, the Laxials. So let's start. This one is a little bit strange because it has 4. So let's start with Ethical 9, Deliverance. Quest Sync. The Ethical 9 and his pate has a job fit for an adventurer, which most likely means fetching something. The craft portion of this quest is recommended for disciple's hand level 1 and above. So we're going to get 70 relations. Ooh. And a moonstone. Let's accept it. Squawk, our supplies, Orling, they are. Fearless one, we seek a featherless one to fill our house of wares. Master Rozo demands swiftness, he does. Ever prudent he is. This quest differs from normal story quests in that to complete it you must deliver a bevy of quest items. Delivering quest items will earn you points which will bring you closer to meeting specified quota. The quest is completed only when you have met that quota. That your 9 requires many different types of items to maintain their daily operations. You may choose which items to deliver based on your ability to procure them. Further quests regarding delivery quests should be directed to Ethical 9 Municipal. Current list of items required by the faction can be viewed by speaking with the Ethical 9 Foreman. Okay, he's right beside us, or by selecting timers located under duty in the main menu. Timers. Delivery quest. Oh. Gosh, that is a lot of stuff. Okay. You will earn quota points for each item submitted during Ethica 9 quest. Only by earning enough points will you meet your quota and complete the quest. The list of items currently sought by the Laxo faction can be viewed via the timer's artifact. Holy gosh. Any of the items on the list can be submitted towards your quota. The icon to the left of the item name indicates which display the hand class will earn experience points for delivery. Unlike other Beast Tribe quests, you will not be allowed to re-accept a delivery quest in the event you abandon it, and must wait a day at a time before being issued another allowance. Moreover, the list of currency sought items will be updated each day at 11 a.m. our time. And items previously sought may no longer be accepted. Okay. So that's all the junk he wants right there. Experience rewards. So let's go talk to the foreman. I guess we got to talk to him from down here. Squawk, squawk, long is my list, deep is our need. Each item delivered will earn you points towards meeting your quota only when your quotas will quest be determined complete. Moreover, each individual delivery will earn you experience points for the class indicates lit. Name each ethical non-delivery quest menu. So hand over. Trade. Do we want high quality items? Yes. So we got stuff for that, I guess. So next we just need to get all the rest of this junk to him. Squawk squawk, more do we need, more must you bring. Master Rozo eyes us, he does. Ever eyes us, he does. So that's going to get us a pearl. Let's zoom in here. Extra tinker. Let's repair all. And the vendor. Currency of Laxos are not defined trade with them. Purchase items. See, we can't see what he has to trade. Interesting. I wonder what them pearls, Beastmaster currency. Window. Alright, anyway. Let's get our 3 normal quests in from these people. Trust but verify. Quest sync. Many would design to call themselves able, but Yezel Altan, the able, goes so far as to claim it as his title. Let's accept. Squawk, an able crafter. Featherless one is not so able as Ezra, I think, yet prove me wrong. You may aid Etchai in so doing. Leather and canvas used to craft an airship bladder. We acquire a simple task for a featherless one skilled as you. Yazil Trust. A skilled craftsman and listener both. Yazir hopes you are for the aid of a featherless chatterbox. You require to use these materials. Squahawk for this component. The facilities of Dementa you must utilize. So what is this moonstone? A type of mineral that when polished emits blue glow. So it's just a stone. Interesting. So I just need 30 points, I guess. I don't know. Let's see what else you got. Misdirected who? Able though he may be, there are some situations which Azil Atherin, the able, cannot resolve by himself. Squawk Hawk. This one, who too would be able, come he is, then to Gazelle lend a hand, that we might both escape the claws of the hand. Pluck my posterior bell, she shall, if leader back plywood for the bladder lining we do not provide. Able to craft this component himself, Yazel is, were if not for Etzker's dearth of facilities, Squawk Hawk. Those that have skill suffice they shall, but welcome within their walls, Yazel is not. With featherless chatterbox, featherless craftsmen should speak. Alright. So let's get his last quest. Blow you wins. Able Isil keeps allies close and the Axel authorized. The able praise you are one such a man. Ill tidings, featherless craftsmen, wayland by featherless ones. Our carriers have been Squawhawk, trapped at best, dead at worst. Yarzera fears. Of the essence, time was so risky route near Tree Speak stables. I blade him take. They were whole component materials to Etchar he was to bring. For the leather-backed plywood to construct the whole materials, precious and light, nearly depleted our supply is. If yet alive, oops, where am I at? If yet alive, likely in hiding, the carrier is. Know you for friend he may not, so the wind to him you must whisper. Words of power, they are known only to Ethgo and their allies, Squawhawk. Alright, so let's take a look at our map. Where do we need to go? Let's head northeast first. Trust but verify. So let's head up there. And out the doors we go. Then we'll find his downed airship later. We gotta speak with Demnita about 2 quests. So I'm guessing we're gonna have to craft a little something. There she is. Is this a new spot for her? Oh no, she's the cook. Trust but verify. Oh my, you use these facilities? They are lovely, aren't they? I do my utmost to keep them in tip-top condition, you know? Regular cleaning and maintenance is far more essential than most people realize. However, as much as I'd love to let you do so, I must ask that you do something in exchange. Worry not. It's nothing too difficult, just a simple favor. I do have to clean up after you, you know. Know you of up-ups, dreadful little scamps, always stealing my momta beans? One in particular has given me no end of trouble, and I'll suffer it no longer. Pray use these ripe beans to lure him out from his lair near Etat's spire and end his reign of terror. And, though it's a grisly thing to ask, I must insist that you return with proof of the deed. A fang or a claw or something of that nature. Nothing too large, mind you. I don't want it as a trophy to hang on my wall. I'm not a monster. Alright, so I have to lure him out. So let's speak with her again. I know that look. You have a mind to use these facilities, don't you? It's hardly the first time, suffice it to say. I find it quite flattering, actually. And who wouldn't? That the facilities I've worked so hard to maintain are in such high demand is high praise indeed. However, that same demand means that I cannot allow unrestricted access. I'm sorry to say. Oh, don't look at me like that. Can you imagine the state they would be in if I let every traveler have the run of the place? I'd be no better than a pigsty. But worry not, you may use them if you take this lunch to Palmont's Etat Spire. A simple delivery should be no trouble for a strapping adventurer like yourself. Oh, and to remember to bring me an empty container, any empty containers he may have. I reuse them, you see. One must never be wasteful. So let's go ahead and get our paladin's dance. And let's head on over. Let's get up out of here. We need to go to the spire. Take care of them too. Then we need to go up. Here's the Apu territory. Let's go ahead and put some beans up in here. Ripe mouton beans. There they go. In the case of mouton beans, the riper they are, the more pungent they become. The more pungent they become, the better chance they have of being found and devoured by a hungry Apo. Go. Okay, where's my helper at? There's my helper. Now, let's get this starving simian out of here. Ain't got no time for this. There we go. That's done. Next, we need to head up to this tower. Let's give him his lunch. God save me. Today's the day, isn't it? Should be here any moment. Here, have a lunch. A hearty meal prepared by Demeter for the Wood Whaler Paramount. Is that from Demeter? Thank you. Here, don't forget this. No need for her to come all this way to fetch an empty sack, am I right? Yep, you are right. Alright, so next let's head southeast. Let's get that one knocked out. Squawk, feather snooker back. You must stay, or a second time I will demand. With the chat mode and say, use your keyboard or a software keyboard to enter the password with the wind to let the authenticator know you are a friend. So let's go to say with the wind. Squawk. With the wind, feather snooker is revealed, and contrive I am. All nookers look alike to me, they do. As a friend of Ekar, recognize I did not. Deliver the materials in my stead, I would ask, but that alone suffice it will not. Too late, the shipment is. Completed components, we must now deliver. Squawk. Open to all featherless. The facilities of Treespeak Stables are. Their craft, their labor, whole components. Featherless friend can. Other resources we have not. Alright, so let's head to the east. That's the closest one. I said to the east, not to the west. That mountain was in my way. So now we got to make some components. There we go. Nelmond. Greetings, friend. Our doors, assuming we had any, are open to all. You wish to process those materials, yes? You would first permit me to conduct an inspection. Label whole component materials. Tools required to craft components which will compose the left half of airship hull. My concerns were for naught. These materials are both quality and plentiful. In fact, I've calculated the optimal amount required to craft the components you have in mind. I shall hold on to the excess while you work. Your synthesizing magic. Pray let me know if you require any replacements. Alright, so synthesize labored whole components. Beast Tribe quest. And we need larboard whole components. Synthesize. What do we need for this? My neighbor decides you do not have the proper item equipped. Them right there need to be equipped. Let's update that so they stay on. One, two. I don't think there's any use for high quality. I don't even think you can get high quality. But let's try it real quick. Why don't we? 2. 100% quality, and yep, done. Alright, that is done. Let's get back on our mount. And let's head up to the cook up here, and let's cook some stuff. Hope this is the right way. Feels like it. The woods, always get lost in the woods. Glad I got a trusty magical map. Shows me where I'm at. Otherwise, I would be hosed. Alright, so these ones had multiple step quests. But rumor has it, once we get some rep, they'll unlock more quests for us. Alright, Demeter. Trust but verify. As I told you before, you are more than welcome to make use of these facilities, provided you deal with the dastardly Apopo first. Oh, and as a precaution, I must ask that you present your materials for inspection as well. You will be shocked by what some people have tried to make here. Alright, so here's the simian claw. The curved claw of an Apo who tried to eat one Mouton being too many. And bladder component materials. Materials required to craft components for an airship bladder envelope. My word, is that really? Oh gods, I can't bear to look at it. Take it from my sight and dispose of it. But not in the river. Now then, deep breaths. Though unusual, I don't believe your materials could be used for evil ends. Here you are. You note I didn't return them all. There are several items, several times the required materials, it would seem. Whoever entrusted this task to you left a note in the bag. To featherless Nuker, give only required parts. In case of failure, retain spares. What in the world is a Nuker? You don't need to worry about that. And then let's talk to her again. I do so hope Pelmont wasn't disappointed that I couldn't deliver his meal in person. I trust you brought the empty sack. Oh, and as a precaution, I must ask that you present your materials for inspection as well. You would be shocked by what some people have tried to make here, believe me. Alright, here's your empty meal sack. Pills a container which once housed a delicious handmade meal prepared by Demeter has been licked clean. And bladder lining component materials. Materials required to craft components for reinforcing the airship's bladder envelope. My words, would you look how spotless it is? Nothing more satisfying than seeing that your man ahem, that your friend didn't leave a single crumb. Yes. Your materials, though unusual, I don't believe they could be used for evil ends. Here you are. Your note, I didn't return them all. There are several times there are materials, it would seem. Whoever entrusted this task to you left a note in the bag. To feather snooker, give only required parts in case failure retains spares. What in the world is a nuker? Alright, so now we need to craft a bladder. Synthesize a bladder lining component. This one right here. Synthesize it. Done. And then synthesize a bladder component. Right there. And done. Awesome. Let's go turn these three in. Let's jump on the Kookaboo. Alright, so we'll turn these three in. And then I'm going to make some moving magic. And when we come back, I'll have the deliverance items to turn in. Oop, and I went too far. And then those 4 quests will be done for today. And then I'll have 2 left that I'll go check a different faction and see if they're even worth doing. Alright, so trust but verify. Squash return. The one who would prove himself able is bladder component he has brought. Bladder component. Bladder component used in creating the The Zul Quillen's Bladder Envelope. There you go. Squawk Hawk, able indeed. Featherless one is. Within you lies great potential, as Chief Tarkok said. Potential in Eorzea too, the chief once saw. Not wrong in either case. It is more than clear to me, Squawk. There we go. That one is complete. Let's see. Misdirected who? Feathered, my precious posterior yet is, but not for long if featherless craftsman does not deliver bladder lining component. The component used the creation of the dual quant's bladder envelope lining. There you go, hand it over. Squawk, a gift to Etket, craftsmanship is, and a gift to Laxo maidens. Yes, it remains. Ah, Squawk, never more than jest. My words are, of course, never would met their harm his tail feathers, yes or no's. A buzzard to be feared, the hard is, wear her claws, lest you suffer her wrath as I have. And that one is complete. And the last one is Deliverance. Squawk, without component materials, soon halt construction of the Dizul Garlean Wheel. Disastrous for Ethcry. Ethcry and Yazel, this would be. Alright, 3 labored hull component. Component used in creating the Desert Claws labored hull. Sock Hawk materials, I expected. Yet components you have brought. My mind. Wayland Carrier and Featherless carried. Did read. Squaha initiative. Yazel values much in his allies. Who better than able allies to prove Yazil's own ableness, I say. Rise ever higher I will, with the aid of Featherless Craftsman and his Ick. There we go. Getting them parts for the airship. Alright, so we'll be back in a second when I crafted some junk for this quest. Alright, we're headed back. We look at the duty, the timers, the delivery quests. I have made everything they requested. It's all on me. So let's go turn this bad boy in. If we can make it back over there. Here we go. Back up in the cut they are. Alright, squawk squawk. Long is my list, deep is our need. Each item delivered will earn you points toward meeting our quota. Only when the quota is met will the quest deemed completed. Moreover, each individual delivery will earn you experience points for the class indicated to the left of the item in the delivery quest menu. Alright, so we read all that. Hold on, system. It's too quiet, too quiet. There we go, we've read that. Hand over. Yep. 110 quota points. Awesome. Hand over. Oh, squawk swap, meet your quota crates. They are full. Report to the municipal. You must. Hurry, you must. Oh, I didn't have to create all of them. I just had to do... Oh, squawk. A featherless snooker, you came. Featherless friend, you left. Here, your deeds, the chieftains shall. Squawk. And that's done. Oh, I thought we had to do all of them. Okay, so each one gives us quota points. Alright, well, now we know. We made all that stuff for nothing, I guess. Well, I guess we got a little bit of XP. Not much. But anyway, thanks for joining me. My name's Tick, and we're back another day with another quest.